Corekeeper scenes are areas that can generate throughout the world. Some scenes may contain boulders, items, creatures, or just a unique setting. Here are some of the more important scenes that contain materials needed for crafting legendaries and other generally useful items. The giant mushroom scene spawns somewhere in the dirt biome. This scene is useful early game to get a giant mushroom which increases your max health. Another scene that contains a max health boost item is the amber boulder scene. They will spawn in the stone biome. The amber boulder will drop the amber larva. Medium mazes can spawn in the stone or Azios wilderness biome. At least one will spawn in a world up to a maximum of 3. This scene contains a clear gemstone in a chest at the center of the maze. You'll need a clear gemstone to craft Runesong. The Chipblade Temple scene also spawns in the Azios wilderness. This scene always generates at least once up to a maximum of 3 times per world. This is where you'll find another Runesong crafting material, the Chipblade. The door can be unlocked by holding a glow tulip or with high enough mining damage. The Paradise Tree scene can spawn once per world in the Azios wilderness. In front of the big tree will be a pedestal containing the Paradise Fruit Basket. This item increases your max health permanently. The Sunken Sea biome contains many scenes containing materials to craft the legendary bow, Phantom Spark. There are 3 broken core rooms that will spawn inside a forlorn metropolis. Shutdown Protocol, Overwrite Transcript, and Anomaly Report. The easiest way to determine if a specific metropolis contains a broken core room is to look for the city harbor or city entrance scene. They signify that the metropolis contains a broken core room. Looting the broken core will give you a material to craft the admin key. There will also be an ancient chest nearby in the same room containing a piece of crafting material for the Phantom Spark. The Glyph Treasury Room will spawn 500 tiles from the core somewhere in the Sunken Sea biome. You'll need to craft the admin key to enter. Here you can find the Glyph Parchment. The White Whistle Shrine has a chance to generate in the Desert of Beginnings. This scene contains the ancient pickaxe on a pedestal if you haven't been lucky enough to find one by now. The Crystal Meteorite scene will always generate once per world in the desert around 700 tiles from the core. Here you can mine crystal meteorite boulders which drop crystal meteor shards. You can then use those shards to craft an offhand accessory, the Crystal Meteor Chunk. This accessory increases damage of all nearby players, pets, and minions, but decreases the wearer's armor. The Thread of Fate Shrine will always spawn at least once per world. You will find the Thread of Fate here in a digging spot under the blue statue. This is a material required to craft the Oracle deck. The Amalgam Basin scene can spawn once per world. At the Amalgam Basin in the center, players can loot the Splendid Amalgam which increases maximum health. The Ancient Forge scene will always spawn around 650 tiles from the core. It'll be surrounded by a large molten quarry. This is where you need to go to craft the legendary pickaxe, Soulseeker. The Titan Temple scene will generate around 650 tiles from the core. In this scene are 3 chests containing the Godsent armor. In order to unlock these chests, you'll need to find the keys, which are located at 3 separate grave scenes in the Desert of Beginnings. The Prince Grave scene will spawn about 500 tiles from the core. The grave in the middle contains the Ra Akar Automaton. At 600 tiles from the core, you can find the Queen Grave scene. This grave contains the Azios Featherfan key. And at about 700 tiles from the core, you'll find the King Grave scene. The grave in the middle of this scene contains the Olmoroth Compass. Take the keys to the Titan Temple to get the Godsent armor set. In the Shimmering Frontier, you have a chance to come across the Lucent Oak Spiral scene. This scene has several radiation crystals along its path. The Solarite chest in the center contains 3 of each gem needed to upgrade items. Throughout the Shimmering Frontier, you may come across alien tech areas. Eventually, you'll find an alien challenge arena. Start the event, stay in the middle green circle, and kill the incoming waves to be awarded an alien tech chest that may contain the Obliteration Ray, upgrade gems, armor, and the nuclear battery. The The passage contains an important scene called the Passage Crafting Runes. There's no limit to how many can generate per world. I've found several scattered around. These scenes contain the Rift Statue crafting station. Thanks for watching.